What's up, Rose here, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different here on this channel. I actually want to do a video about just being real with you guys, and what I mean by that is just like a little me showing the more just the real me, the real Rosie or the real Jerry. I mean, my name is actually Jerry, so I'm just going to call this Jerry. Just you guys can call me Jerry. Like I said, that's my real name. Where do I begin with what I want to talk about? Okay, first of all, I just want to talk about a little story about Sonic and why he means the world to me, and it's something I've been wanting to say on this channel for like the longest time. I mean, I literally made this channel for what, 6 years on just Sonic videos, and I want to be honest with you guys. Look, you guys won't believe this, but Sonic the Hedgehog was a video game series I didn't even grow up on. Yeah, most of my friends like grew up with Sonic Adventure 2. And okay, let me get something out of the way. This story is going to be a little bit of an origin story of how I got into Sonic and what happened. Like basically, it's just how I got into Sonic. That's basically what the story is. How did Jerry become Rosie? What the hell happened? How did he become this YouTuber? It's kind of like a little life story here, so I'm just gonna have this be. I'm just gonna, give you my little story while I have Sonic and Tails running in the background, because it feels fitting for this. All right, so let me just start again from the beginning. When I was a kid, my first video game I ever had was Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo. Yes, I was 5 years old, and this was back. And for those who don't know, I'm actually 21 years old, so I'm not even Rose Rascal 15. I was born in 1997, of April 25th. April 25th, 1997 was my birthday. So I'm 21 years old. So yeah, I actually played Mortal Kombat back when I was 5. So that was 2002. My sister had the Super Nintendo, but this console, I love playing it for that game though. My mom bought me Mortal Kombat 1, and then for those who don't know, Mortal Kombat 1 was very censored and didn't have any gore. So I had a friend that told me, like, Jerry, that version sucks. Like, this was back like when I was like in first grade, and my friend's like, that version sucks. He goes, the Sega Genesis version is better. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He goes, my mom bought me a Sega Genesis. I have that game. I'm like, really? And yeah, my teacher was talking about that her son's favorite video game was Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm like, Sonic the Hedgehog? At the time, I wasn't really I didn't grow up with Sonic. I didn't have any Sega consoles at all in my house. I didn't have a Sega Genesis in my household, not a Sega Saturn, anything. No, nothing. Dreamcast, nothing. I didn't have any Sega consoles in my house. Now, I was more of a Mario kid growing up. I grew up with Mario. I played Super Mario Brothers 1 for the first time when I was, again, 5 years old as well. That was my second video game I touched. And, I played the rest of them after that. Mario 2, Mario 3, Mario World, Mario 64, all those afterwards. All the classic Marios. So, I didn't touch, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't touch Sonic. Literally, I'm shitting not. I did not touch Sonic until Sonic Unleashed. So that was 2008. I was 9 years old. So I didn't even touch Sonic till 4 years after I got into gaming. You think I would have started off with Sonic, right? But no. 4 years later. So, no, I'm wrong, because, no, not 4 years, because I started gaming when I was 5, that was 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 years, no, 6 years later, I didn't touch a game. And what Sonic game did I play back in the day? My first Sonic game was Sonic Unleashed on the Nintendo Wii, yes, the Wii version, which actually is the best version of Sonic Unleashed if you ask me. I played it, and you know what, I didn't like it. At first, I didn't like it. Now I like the game. I think the game is a very underrated Sonic game. It has a lot of flaws, but it's a very fun game if you can look past its annoying mechanics and dumb werehog levels, but that are still fun. Sonic Unleashed was a game that made me go like, this is Sonic the Hedgehog? Because keep in mind, I didn't know about what Sonic games were about. I mean, I knew he was about a hedgehog, and I didn't know it was about platforming, running, collecting the Chaos Emeralds, defeating Eggman. So when I played Sonic Unleashed, I was like, this game's not good. It's about a werewolf, and I just put it away. And then something happened during my during my high school years. I think this was like fast forward like 3 years later. So 2011 comes around. I end up becoming, I'm not going to say who this guy's name is because out of respect, but we'll just call this guy, um, I don't know, we'll just call him Ricardo. This guy, that's not his name, but I'm just not going to refer to his real name because I don't want my friends who are watching this to get offended if I'm calling out a certain person out that's actually they're friends with, so I don't want to make my friends feel uncomfortable. But Ricardo here was in a class I had in my media tech class, which was a class where you do videos and shit, and he was playing a little game on his DS called Sonic Rush, and he's like, yeah, I love Sonic, I'm obsessed with Sonic. I go, really? I go, I like Sonic as well. So Ricardo hands me his DS, and guess what? I end up falling in love with Sonic. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I was not a Sonic fan before. I mean, I played Sonic Unleashed. I kind of played a little bit of Sonic, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I know those weren't the Sonic games to play. I know that was stupid to start with, but hey, that was my first Sonic game, so don't judge me that my first Sonic game was Sonic Unleashed. And I was just not crazy about Sonic back then, so I play my friend. By the way, this guy actually is not my friend anymore. In fact, he's like a real big asshole to me now. Now he just became a real mean asshole to me. But back then he was like, I don't know, he was different. He was actually like pleasant to be around, but not anymore. Now he's kind of become like a dick towards me. So yeah, just kind of sad that the guy who got me into Sonic is actually the person who despises me. I know it's kind of sad, but that's another story for another day. Anyways, so he let me play his copy of Sonic Rush on his DS, and I just fell in love with Sonic. Right there, I fell in love with the Hedgehog, the Blue Bird himself. So after that, what game came out in 2011? Everybody knows. Sonic Generations came around that time. I played the demo. I absolutely fell in love with this game. I played it. I bought it. I actually bought it way back in the day, you know, in 2011 when it was new. Or I think it was 2012, 2011 when the game came out. I'm not sure what year it was. One of those 2 years. I bought the game. Oh my god, I fell in love with Sonic right there. I was like, because it was basically a history lesson. It was like an anniversary and celebration about Sonic games. And it gave me like the best, like, okay, now I'm officially a Sonic fan. Because I was in love with that game. I loved everything from the throwbacks. I wanted to play all the old games now. And yeah, I ended up buying a lot of the old school Sonic games. I bought Sonic Classic Collection on my DS, which had the first 3 Genesis games. I bought Sonic Mega Collection on my GameCube, which had all the classic Sega Genesis games. I bought the first 2 Sonic Adventures on the Nintendo GameCube, as well as my PS3. Sonic Heroes I bought, Shadow the Hedgehog. Like, I was playing I made it a mission to play every Sonic game, and both the good and the bad ones. But anyways, I was obsessed. In 2012, I was obsessed with Sonic, so much so that's when I started off my channel, Rose Rascal 15. And yeah, I just fell in love with Sonic. I was obsessed with him, like obsessed. I'm telling you, my parents and friends would not, I would not shut up about Sonic. I was obsessed with this motherfucker. I would love Sonic, dude. I was obsessed with him. I loved his games. I had a lot of the plushies. I mean, you guys seen my videos. My room is freaking decorated with Sonic. I still have the posters in my room. I was obsessed with Sonic. Like, I loved this dude so much. Like, I actually pretended like Sonic was like a real person to me. But you know what? It's not really that Sonic. It was it was what surrounded Sonic. And what I mean by that is the fact that it helped me become friends with my good friend, well, was a good friend, Gundam Fan 180. Now, for those who don't know, what happened in Gundam Fan 180? What happened to your friend Jerry? His name was Lance. I'm just gonna say something. He grew up. Like I said, I think I've said in another video, he grew up and he just moved on, and now he doesn't really talk to me as much, doesn't want me part of his life anymore, and for reasons why, I just don't know why. Like I said, I don't want to ask him why he doesn't want to be around me. I mean, it's kind of like, I can get the hint, like, I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's kind of what happened with me with Gundam Fan 180. It's just that we've had, unfortunately, like I guess like a breakup, a friendship breakup, almost. I mean, I don't even think he's watching this, but Gundam Fan 180, aka my friend Lance, listen, dude, I don't hate you. I still think you're an amazing friend. I love you, dude. You're a great friend. And if you don't like me, that's fine. I'll never forget the memories I had with you, dude. Because I got him into Sonic, and ever since I got him into Sonic way back in I think it was 12, 13 when I became friends with him, we loved playing Sonic games. We would not shut up about Sonic. We would love talking about him. I ended up buying plushies for him. We would talk about Sonic like he was a friend. And I know this is getting kind of emotional right now, and actually my throat's starting to hurt because my throat hurts when I get a little emotional because look guys, Sonic to me was more than just a game series. It's really what was around it, like I said. It helped me make friends. Somebody who I thought was going to be my best friend for like a lifetime ended up just walking out of my life, and damn dude, it hurts dude. And Sonic is a reminder of there just to remember like, hey dude, don't forget Sonic made you realize like you can have great friends. The voice actors I met some of the nicest people on the internet because of Sonic. My friends, like I said, Sunyan Metalhead also love Sonic. Sonic to me, again, a fun game series at heart, but the things surrounding it, more than anything, it's more of a personal thing with Sonic, is that he helped me out during a tough time in my life. When I was very awkward in my life, when I was a little bit even depressed back in the day, Sonic would cheer me up. I would play his games. I was obsessed with the music. Sonic made me happy, and Sonic would give me joy, and I love the fact he helped me also be creative. I joined a film festival back in, what was it, like I think I have the trophy. Yeah, 2013, I ended up joining a film festival, and I ended up winning an award because of Sonic. I know I did 2 Sonic videos and they got awards. So I really owe Sonic a lot, guys. Again, I love the games, they're fun, but Sonic was an important part of my life. And damn dude, I mean, I'm getting emotional just even talking about this shit, guys. I mean, honestly, I just want to be real with you guys how I started off, and that's the real reason why I made this channel, was Sonic to me. Like, this is how I see Sonic, guys. Like I said, the games are fun, but this is the real reason why I ended up making a channel based off of Sonic, because what was going on around my life was why I love Sonic. He was a video game character that I just somehow, like I love Mario. I still do to this day, but for some reason Sonic connected to me a lot more because, you know, I just love the fan base around it. I'm not talking about the cringy shit, like the really disgusting DeviantArt, like furry stuff of Sonic. Nothing like that. No, I'm talking like straight up like the fans that are just make these real cool projects and fan videos, like the Sonic Volume Shorts collection, like those guys out there, like Bellina Productions as well. Those guys are very talented. Just, oh man, like Sonic Paradox team as well. Again, these guys, Sonic is a big fucking fan base, and I know people say that Sonic, is like, oh, it's one of the worst fan bases. To an extent, some of it is, and it's not all the Sonic fan base, but there are some of those really annoying Sonic fans, and I know there's some videos online of people making fun of like those really like, and I hate to use this word, I apologize if you guys get offended, but Sonic gets associated with like autistic people, and it's sad, or people with like ADHD, and it's sad to be associated with that. But honestly, I think children look up to Sonic because it's a character that represents somebody with, well, I mean, think about Sonic. He's all about attitude and being fast. And kids who have a serious condition kind of relate to that. At least that's how I see it. So I can understand why kids that are, with autism or ADHD can look up to Sonic, because maybe it's just something they can relate to, and it's fun and innocent, and yeah, dude. But that's basically what I wanted to talk about in this channel. I'm just doing an honest-to-God video of how I got into Sonic, and it's so funny because I hated Sonic. Like, as a kid, as a 5-year-old kid, I was obsessed with Mortal Kombat and Mario, Resident Evil as well. I played that as a young age. I'll make that another video. I'll make that another story time for another day. But basically, I just wanted to tell you guys why I love Sonic, and I know you guys love Sonic, and that's great too, but I want to give you guys my honest to God story time. I never told the story ever on YouTube, and this is the real reason why I love Sonic, because it was more than just a franchise to me. And I don't want to come off real like cringy or real lame, like, oh, Jerry's saying the lamest shit ever. honestly, I'm sure there's some games out there that you guys played and it wasn't just a game. Maybe you played it during a time you were like depressed, or it helped you out during a dark time in your life. That's what Sonic was for me. He helped me get out of my bubble because I was very socially awkward. Sonic would make me very active. He made me want to make videos on YouTube. I made friends because of him. My family was astonished by the fact that I was being very creative on my YouTube channel because of this video game franchise. And my parents supported my video game addiction of Sonic because they saw that it wasn't just about playing games, and it was the fact that I was helping myself out in the sense of my life, you know, helping out my friends and being there for people. And especially the fact that every day, every time I made Sonic videos back in the day, I would just tell my fans, like, I feel so good that I made you guys smile with these videos. And I still do that to this day, and I'm glad I still make you guys smile. And again, I know I don't make my videos as good as I used to, because like I said, I just don't make those type of videos anymore because I'm not into making plush videos anymore for the reasons I've said in the last video. What I said in my Sonic Mania video, why I don't do plush videos anymore, is because, like I said, I can't do them justice. I'm out of ideas, and I don't have that young creative mind as I used to. Again, guys, I'm not as obsessed with Sonic anymore, but I'll never forget what Sonic did for me during my years of 15 through 19. Honestly, those were the years or actually 15 through 18 is more accurate. From my young teenage years to all the way to me becoming an adult for the first time at the age of 18, Sonic left me at that good time. My voice actors move on, and more importantly, I let Sonic go. And the hardest thing to do is when you love something, you're gonna eventually have to let it go and say your goodbyes. And after I finish, you know, playing Sonic Mania, guys, I mean, this might be like the longest time I don't play a Sonic game. And yeah, damn, it's getting emotional. I'm sorry, guys. I hope I'm not making you guys cry or anything. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this story, and this is an honest to God true story. Okay, I'm not making this shit up. This is the real reason why I made my YouTube channel, and I want you guys to understand where I come from. And again, I'm rambling on, and I hope you guys are enjoying this little like story time I had to give you guys. Yeah, Sonic was important to me, and I still like the games. Like I said, I'm not obsessed with Sonic as much as I used to, but I do care about my fans. And again, I hope you guys still enjoy the content I put on my channel. And just remember, I grew up, I let Sonic go, and Sonic, you're awesome. You're a great video game series. You had your ups and downs, but I'll never forget what you did for me. But more importantly, I'll never forget what you made me do for the fans, and that was to make them entertained by the fact of me showing my love for you and your franchise. Thank you, Sega, for making one of a kind series that ended up hitting me a lot harder back in my childhood. And I've said enough, guys. That's the real reason why I love Sonic. And yeah, that got deep. I love you guys, and hope you guys enjoyed this little story time, and see ya.